all'asfossia, 30 minuti senza fiato. Voglio fare questa breve introduzione all'intervista che oggi pomeriggio svolgerò con Victor. Se avete guardato il trailer che avevo postato tempo fa sapete di cosa sto parlando. Victor è una guida di montagna del Kilimanjaro e appunto lo intervisterò su quello che è il suo lavoro, quello che è la geografia della montagna e un po' quello che è la medicina di montagna e come loro applicano determinati protocolli, interventi di primo soccorso o più durante le ascese con i clienti appunto al Kilimanjaro. Ma non voglio andare oltre, l'obiettivo di questo video è semplicemente tecnico. Vi spiegherò brevemente come funzionerà l'intervista. Allora, premetto, come scrivo alla fine e come ho più volte espresso e scrivo alla fine di tutti i miei video, che non ho mezzi da emittente nazionale, non ho le capacità dell'emittente nazionale, è tutto, non ho dietro sceneggiatori, non ho dietro registi, quindi faccio tutto di per me, registro, taglio, monto, cucio, sceneggio, scrivo le domande, scrivo i testi, tutto di per me, quindi chiaramente la qualità non sarà ottimale e su questo già mi scuso sulla base, ma appunto si fa quel che si può. Credo che l'obiettivo sia poi quello di riuscire a portare queste esperienze di queste persone che vivono la loro quotidianità l'alta e l'altissima quota a tutti, e riuscirlo a fare nel meglio possibile chiaramente, ma non in 4K. L'intervista sfrutterà WhatsApp come canale di telecomunicazione e semplicemente il registra-schermo del tablet per riuscire poi a registrare il tutto e a condividerlo. Per cui non ci sarà qualità al massimo anche dell'audio, però abbiamo provato e ho provato in tanti modi e ringrazio peraltro Davide per questi tentativi a riuscire a portare la qualità audio e la qualità video al massimo. Siamo riusciti con appunto il semplice registra-schermo del tablet, senza purtroppo l'utilizzo di cuffie, perlomeno da parte mia, perché sennò non si sentirebbe il mio audio, quindi urlerò il più possibile, ma magari la mia voce sarà un attimo più bassa di quella di Victor, ma quello che conta poi alla fine è la sua voce e non tanto la mia. Chiaramente Victor non sarà sulla montagna, nel senso che anche lì non prende internet, quindi non si riuscirebbe a fare l'intervista. Lui è in giro adesso, è già alla sua seconda rotazione e domani farà la terza, quindi sfruttiamo questi momenti di buco alla base, all'entrata del Parco Nazionale per riuscire a fare il tutto. Altra cosa che premetto che voglio sottolineare è che entrambi chiaramente parleremo in inglese, è la lingua con cui ci intendiamo. Io non conosco la lingua tanzanese, lo swahili e viceversa, lui non conosce l'italiano. Chiedo perdono per il mio inglese che non pratico da un bel po'. Nella mia testa continuo a ripetermi, ma quello che devo fare, chiedere, parlare, ma chiaramente non sarà ottimale, e questo lo so già. E vabbè, anche l'inglese africano lo avrete già sentito, non è perfetto, ecco, però sicuramente Victor l'ha studiato molto più di me, lo pratica tutti i giorni, quindi è molto più skillato, ecco. Dopodiché piazzerò i sottotitoli, sarà un lavoro abbastanza lungo, però piazzerò i sottotitoli in italiano così che tutti possano comprendere. Niente, quindi ragazzi io vi aspetto e buona visione, sperando che il tutto vi piaccia. Ciao! Hey Victor,
Yes, hi.
how are you?
I'm very good. How are you doing?
Fine, thanks. Yeah, it's too hot here.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, nothing. I think that you read the question I sent to you yesterday.
Sorry, come again.
Yeah, sorry for the microphone, but no, I think that you read the question I sent to you yesterday.
Sorry.
If you read the questions that I sent to you, the PDF file.
Okay, the questions, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do you hear me well, or you don't hear me because my voice is too low?
I'm hearing you very well, but sometimes the words are like they are cutting off.
Okay. Wait a moment. That I. Okay. 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 So, we start our interview. And as I say to my friends and to everyone that maybe in the next days when I will finish to have your interview, cut, glue, and mix, and then post it in the web on YouTube, maybe. And yeah, to my friend that that want to know a little bit about more about Mount Kilimanjaro, about you, your work, and your origin too. Okay, so I don't know. We start with you, if for you it's okay. So you are Victor. Okay, how old are you?
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, my friend, my brother. I'm very happy to have this interview with you. Uh, my name is Victor Muhimbura Julius. Muhimbura is my tribal name. You know, here in Africa we have tribal names. So yes, my tribal name is Muhimbura. So I have three names: Victor Muhimbura Julius, and I'm 30 years old. Um, uh, my origin is from the western side of Tanzania, very close to Lake Victoria. That's where I was actually born, and that's where I was also grown up. But because of the life, I'm now currently living in Mosh, working as a mountain tour guide. So, but before I become a tour guide, I was also working as a teacher for almost 1 year and 8 months. Then after I quitted from teaching, then I started working as a guide. The big reason why I did quit from teaching, teaching actually it was not my will. My parents wanted me to become a teacher, and because I had no option by then, I I had no choice. So I was I the teaching training college. Yes, then after I taught for 1 year 8 months. Yes, of course I like teaching, but not being a teacher. You understand?
Yeah,
Yeah.
understand.
So
So you decide to
yes.
be,
So
yeah.
yes,
Yeah, you know that after that you decide
yes,
to be a mountain guide, a Kilimanjaro mountain guide.
yes. Kilimanjaro mountain guide, and but actually before I become also a mountain guide, I was also working as a porter for almost 2 years. That's what actually what gave me some inspirations, and that's what made me love this job.
So no, yeah, you told us that you have been a teacher for around 1 year, okay, and then become a guide of Kilimanjaro, and you just also say that before being a guide, you worked as a porter, okay. So how is okay? How is the way to become a guide in for the Mount Kilimanjaro and also Mount Meru? There is I don't know. Is there do you have to have a degree? Do you have to make some specific courses? Do you have to do something especially for doing that work?
Okay, yes. To become a guide, you do the training because the national park, the Tanzania national park, especially the Kinapa, Kilimanjaro National Park, they have the special training for those people who want to become a guide. So It is a training of 1 month. That 1 month you will be having 3 weeks in class, but again you will be having 1 week on the mountain as a practical. So after the 3 weeks in class, you will have the examination. We say theory examination. Then, if you pass, then you will have to go to do the practical. That's where you need now to go to the mountain, and it is this practical is being done in 3 days. So you have to do the Kilimanjaro from the start all the way to the top and back from the start within 3 days. So we do it in 3 days as a practical. So yes, there is a special course, and the qualification to join this training, you must be having at least a certificate of secondary school. So that is the qualification. Yes.
Okay. And for sure, do you have to know English very, very well because you work every day with international people and English is an international language. And do you study that on the school before, on that kind of school, the specific course, or you just studied on your primary school and then middle school? So how you know English?
Yes. Yeah. Actually, the Kinapa, the Kilimanjaro National Park, their qualification is you at least be having a secondary school certificate. But as you can see, the training is a very short time. For 1 month, you cannot learn a lot of stuff. So yes, they do the training, but at least they also advise as a guide you should be learning more and more. So for those like me who had gone a different training, different colleges, like I did my high school, so I have some knowledges. I did my college, I had some knowledges, but again, they recommend at least after you have done this 1 month training, you should be at least doing some other courses to make sure that you are fit, you have a lot of knowledge. Example, in my high school, I did geography, I did history, so at least I have some knowledges which they don't teach within this 1 month of the training. So you should be having more and more of knowledges. Not only that, after this 1 month you can be just a competent guide. No, you should be having some other things that you know out of that 1 month.
Okay, understanding. And is it the same to become I don't know, a porter or a cook or a cooker in the camps? Do you have to make a special school, a special course, or is it different from becoming a guide to become a porter and a cooker?
Yeah, actually, it is different. To become a porter, the qualification is at least you should be over 18, and you should be fit. You have no health problems. That is the qualification. You are either having maybe you either did like secondary school or you did the primary school. That is not the case. The case is the first qualification is you should first be at least above 18. Then another qualification is you should be not having like health problems. That is the qualification to become a cook. Then to become a cook, sometimes these people, because they don't always be with the tourists, with the clients. So there are some cooks who had gone in different colleges just to develop their skills. But there are those people who usually go with the experienced cooker on the mountain. Then time to time, after years, they also run from these people.
Okay, understand. Yeah. So we just tell about cookers, porters, guides. So for me and you, for you for sure, for me that I went to Kilimanjaro last year and I know what I'm asking to you. I know what I'm talking to you. Okay, for our friends that have no idea how a camp, a Kilimanjaro camp is built, how is functioning. Okay, so we know that in Kilimanjaro we have a lot of 6 routes, 5 routes, 5 different routes to reach the top. Okay. Okay, but we will talk about that after. And just one with some refugees, some attives, mountain refugees, and the other one with tents. So we have camps, okay, to stay. And for you as a guide, but also for your colleagues, the porter, the cooker, how do you organize your work?
Okay, yes. If I have understood you very well, you are asking on how do we organize. Yes, here we have these people. We call them the local tour operators. Hello.
Yeah. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
So now, for us, we guys and the porters and the cook, we can work with any company because our contracts are not permanent contracts. So our contract goes with total number of days you are going to spend on the mountain. So today I can work with this company, then tomorrow I work with this company, the other day I work with this company. Now, how is it operate? Yes, the operators or anyone with the clients who are going on Kilimanjaro, they call us we guys. They tell us you are having a client as example 7 days Machame route. So the clients after arriving at the airport, the guide you can go there to welcome them, or the company can send the car to the airport all the way to the hotel. That's where now the guides you go and meet these clients and give them the briefing. So we give the briefing a day before the climb. And now this briefing consists like the very brief information on how we're going to do the kiri and what we should do on kiri and what we should not do on kiri. So I, as a guide, I can come with the team, the porters and the chef, or sometimes some other companies have already registered their team. So that is how it works. So uh, a day before the climb, you should do the organizations of preparing the tents, making sure that the porters are ready to go on the next day. On the next day, yes. Then the next day you are starting your climb, you make sure that all of the porters are attending at the office on time, and then you pick your clients and then start to go all the way to the gate, to the starting point.
Okay, and around the mountain, over the mountain, so you arrive, I don't know, I'm a client, I arrive at the camp, and I find my tent, the dining tent, the cooker and your tent. So when I arrive at the camp, I don't know, at the first camp of Mashame, okay, what I'll find? What are the services that you offer? Okay.
Yes, after arriving to the camp, we will give you the okay, actually, but before giving you anything, you will first sign in before I mean because at every camp you go there is a national park rangers.
Okay.
These people are making sure that the people around the camp they are safe, but also the camps itself are well obtained, no clashes, no anything. And then again, they are making sure that the number of the clients to the camp, we will do the registration. Then after doing the registration, we will get into our spot where our tents are. Then we will give you the hot water for washing,
Okay.
but not a full body wash, just washing your hands, maybe your faces. Then after that, we will provide you with some hot water for tea. Then after hot water for tea, now you will be waiting for the dinner. Then after dinner, we will again be coming to give the briefing of the next day.
Okay, understanding. Okay. So we move to Kilimanjaro now a little bit. So geography, where Kilimanjaro stay in Africa, where Kilimanjaro stay in Tanzania, where, okay, if there are some other mountains around. So a little bit about the geography of Kilimanjaro.
Yes, Kilimanjaro is found on the northern side of Tanzania, in one region called Kilimanjaro region, in High district. Yes, that is where Kilimanjaro is found. Okay, so yes, but again, Kilimanjaro itself, it is like in almost. Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So because Kilimanjaro itself, it's much big. So it depends which route are you taking. So every route you are taking takes you to another district, but in one region called Kilimanjaro, but in different districts where are. Example, I just give you the example. The Machame route, which is for 7 days, it is on the district of Moshi district.
Okay.
But at the Lemosho route, you take the High district. And then in the Longai route, you will go to the Rombo district.
Okay.
So this route depends which route you take, but all of these routes, all of this is in one region called Kilimanjaro.
Okay. And we just talk about the national park, the Kilimanjaro National Park. So Kilimanjaro is inside the protected area, is inside the national park. So for entering the Kilimanjaro, you have to pass the gates of the park. You have to pay a fee for the park. Is it true? Is it right?
Yes. Before anyone who wants to get into the national park, the Kilimanjaro National Park, you must pay the national park fees. Yes. So by the time when our clients are paying, we are charging. When we are charging our clients, we include all of the fees. The park fees is included. The forestry fees is included. The rescue fees is included. Everything is included on the price that to our clients.
Okay.
But still, you cannot get. But again, it is not allowed for anyone to get into the national park without paying the national park fee.
Okay, understanding. And so Kilimanjaro is 5,895 meters high. Okay. And yeah, okay. And okay, we know that there are 4 different areas when you climb the Kilimanjaro. So from the base, that is the tropical one, to the top, that is the alpine one, the glacier one. Okay, can you tell us more about that 4 different kind of environment?
Okay, yes. Kilimanjaro has got 5 zones, or we call it sections. But the correct word is zones. So Kilimanjaro has 5 zones. The first zone is the cultivation zone. The cultivation zone, usually we pass in this zone zone where you will see different crops are grown by the farmers, by people who are living in Moshi. So you will see the banana tree, the coffee plantations, the blowing of carrots, the blowing of Irish potatoes. So all of these kind of crops are found in the first zone, which we call the cultivation zone. The second zone is the montane rainforest. This is the second zone. This is whereby now the trees in this zone are very big in size, are very tall, but again they are very close to each other. We call it in geography, we say it is thick forest. This is this is our second zone. Then our third zone, it is what we call the Eden Mulan. The Eden Mulan now, it is the third zone whereby now the trees are becoming more smaller in size, they are becoming more short in size, but again they are very scattered from each other. And that's now in this day, that's when now we need a sun cream, we need the sun hat to make sure we are protect we are protecting ourselves, we are protecting our skin from the direct heat of the sun. Then our fourth zone is what we call the alpine desert. Desert is it is like they are in two sections. We have the lower alpine desert and we have the upper alpine desert. The lower alpine desert, there is life in this zone, but very small plants you can see.
Okay.
Like it is one plant uh, here, the other plant on the other side, but very small. But in the upper alpine desert, there are no life, there are no plants. It is only rocks and sandy. Then our last zone is what we
Okay. Do you hear me?
yes, sorry, someone was calling.
No problem. Okay.
Yes, so I was trying to explain about the five the five zone.
Yeah.
Yes, that you can call it. Yeah, you can call it Arctic zone, or you can call it summiting zone. You can call it ice zone, whatever it is. So that is the five zones that we can find on Kilimanjaro.
Okay. And around the altitude of every zone, so I don't know, the first zone it's from 0 to the second zone from I don't know 100 to more or less.
Okay, usually the example the
Okay.
yes, the cultivation zone is around uh, zero from the sea level all the way to 1,800. That is the starting point.
Okay.
That is the cultivation zone. Then the second zone, the montane forest, lies between 1,800 to 2,700. That is the montane. I mean, sorry, that is the
The
rainforest.
rainforest. Yeah.
Then the montane, yes, the montane lies from 3,000 meters all the way to 4,200.
Okay.
And then the alpine desert begins around 4,300 all the way to 4,600. Okay. Then uh, then the ice zone begins from 5,000 meters all the way to the top.
Okay. Understanding. And what kind of weather can we find when we climb Kilimanjaro? So I don't know, maybe on the first zone we can find that tropical weather, so hot and sun, and on the top we can see an alpine weather, so snowy, windy and cold. Is that true or is it different?
The weather on Kilimanjaro still, we can't guarantee you that you are going to find such kind of weather. have the best times to do Kilimanjaro. Example, the weather on Kilimanjaro keeps on changing, yes, but still there are some months where we at least guarantee our clients that if you climb in these months, the percentage of having a very good weather is at least 80%. Still, we cannot guarantee you 100% that the weather is going to be good. Example, the months that at least they are very good, we can give you a granted of 80% to have a good weather. When I say good weather, I mean no rain at least. Yes. So from June all the way to the mid of October, these are the best months to do Kilimanjaro. Yes. Sometimes you may climb in the mid rain, but at least you may do this without the rain. We can guarantee you 80% or 90%. But then from December to the mid of March, they are also very good months to climb Kilimanjaro. The months that we usually don't recommend our clients to do Kilimanjaro, it is from the end of March, April, and May, all the way to the mid of May. There is a lot of rain on the mountain. But again, the mid of October to the start of November. Okay? Yep. These are the months that we don't recommend our clients to do Kilimanjaro. Though there are some people who are also still doing it during this time. But if you do it, just know that you have 95% of having rain throughout the trek.
Okay, and can we find the snow on the top, or is just, I don't know, rocks and fields, or can we find the snow? Because we know that there is the glacier, but glacier, snow, or just the glacier that we can see, we can walk on the snow.
Okay, yes. During the dry season, we call it dry season, that is June to the start or to the mid of October. In these months, at the top, especially from Stella Point, this Stella Point is at the elevation of 5,700. During this time, you cannot have a snow on that area. What you can have only the glacier which is always there, whether it is a raining season or it is a dry season. So the glacier is always there, though it is also in a small size when it is during a dry season. But during a rainy season, like at this time, because the season has started, now the glacier looks very big because it has been raining last month and the glacier has been accumulated. Okay, so the glacier right now is looks to be big, but then between June, July, it is going to be like very small because it is a dry season.
Okay, and the temperature?
Yes, the temperature, especially on the summit night, depends as well. Sometimes the temperature goes to negative 18, negative 16, especially when it is too windy. But if you have a very good weather, sometimes at the top, the weather can go to negative 12, negative 14. But if it is too windy, then the temperature goes up to negative 18, negative 20. Yes.
Okay. So we just talked about the geography, and then we move to the routes. So we know that there are, and we just say that there are some different routes reaching up the mountain. So the number of the routes, the kind of the way. Can you tell more about that?
Yes, we have different routes. We have the Ungwe route. The Ungwe route shortest route to Kiri. And of course, those people who are doing like those people who want to break the records, they usually take the Umbo route. Okay, that is the shortest. Then we have the longest route, which is called the Northern Circuit route. In this route now you can do 8, 9, or 10 days.
Okay.
But we have another routes like the Machame route. This Machame route, it is a 6-day or 7-day route. Then we have the Lemosho route, which you can do it in 8 days or in 7 days. We have the Longai route, which you can still do in 6 or 7 or 8 days. Yes. Then all of these are the camping routes. You don't sleep in huts, you sleep in tents. Then we have got another route which we call the Marangu route. This is actually the oldest route, and this is the route with the huts. So if you are taking this route, just know that you will do 5 days, or you can do it in 6 days. If you do the 5 days, that means you will skip one camp. You will skip one camp. Sorry, no, you don't skip any camp when you are doing the Marangu route. But if you are doing the 6 route, Marangu route, you will have to overstay or spend 2 days in one camp called the Olombo camp. Then in this day, you will have to do the acclimatization to the point which is called the zebra lock and comes back. So if you are doing 6 days in Marangu route, you will have to overnight 2 times in one camp for the Olombo. But if you are doing the 5 days, you don't have time to do the acclimatization at that point. Yes.
Okay. See, is this called the Coca-Cola route, the Marangu? Because yeah, it's pretty the easiest one. Okay, with the with the refugees and not the tents. Okay, and now we spoke about acclimatization. Okay, so how do you organize the acclimatization of the clients, of the people that go up to Kilimanjaro?
Sorry, how do I do?
How do you organize the acclimatization for people who go up to Kilimanjaro?
Yes, the acclimatization is. Okay, sorry.
No
so
problem.
yes, the acclimatization.
Yep.
Acclimatization it is very important, and it is very recommended activities to be done by the client, especially when you are doing the Kiri. Why? Because the acclimatization is allowing your body to acclimatize or to adapt the high elevation. So usually when we arrive at the camp, we at least have to do the evening, we call it the evening walk, whereby you should go higher and sleep lower. The reason is to allow your body get adapted to the. So at every camp, especially if you are doing the camping route,
Yep.
Almost 90% of the camps have the acclimatization point. So after arriving to the camp, we recommend to our clients to do the acclimatization. But still, this acclimatization depends with how are we feeling after we have arrived to the camp, but also the weather itself. So if the weather is good and we are feeling good, so we do the acclimatization.
Okay.
And this acclimatization usually like 1 hour go and return. Yes.
Okay. And there is also a day when you, I don't know, like in the Machame route, that you go to Lava Tower after the second camp, and then go down to the other camp, the third one, and you stay for about 3, 4, you have dinner at the Lava Tower camp, if I remember that, and then you go down.
Yes. Actually, not dinner. You have lunch.
Lunch,
at Lava Tower.
yeah.
Because because you get lunch at Lava Tower, then you go down to Balanco. So yes, in this day now we have, especially when you are taking the Machame route, you will have the first 7 kilometers walk from Machame, from Shila Cave to Lava Tower, which is at 4,600. That is the 7 kilometers, the first 7 kilometers. Then after lunch, you will have the other 3 kilometers down all the way to Balanco Camp, which is at 3,900. And again, in this point, that's actually where we do the acclimatization. And when you are at this lava tower, this elevation, it is at the same elevation as the base camp. So when you are at the lava tower, you are almost on the same level as the base camp.
Yeah, yeah.
And usually at this camp, the lava tower, that's when now sometimes some of the clients start feeling a little bit of mountain sickness. Example, lightheaded, start feeling like low appetite. Yes, but usually we say these symptoms comes and goes away. After the lava tower, when you start going down, you start feeling much better. Yes, so usually when all of this happens, we usually recommend to our clients to get rest after arriving to Barranco, but again to drink a lot of water, then to make sure that we are very fine on the next day. Yes, again, this one does not mean everyone who comes on Kilimanjaro will get these symptoms after arriving to the 46 Lava Tower. No, some of the people they do experience this, but some they do not experience this. So it depends with your body reactions against the high elevation.
Okay, and so I remember that you also said the two things that are to drink a lot of water and pole pole. Yeah, and about pole pole, that is so slow in English. Okay, and okay, is it important for our acclimatization and for our going up with success? Is it true?
Sorry, come again?
No, that that to be pole pole, to go slow, it is really important for our acclimatization and for a success of the summit. Is it true?
Yes, it is true, especially for those people who are not the hikers. For those people who are not the hikers, it is recommended to go pole pole so that you allow your body to adapt or to acclimatize. Because if you go very quick and you are not the hiker, that means you are forcing your body to struggle getting the oxygen. Remember, the higher we go, the less the oxygen. So if you go pole pole, that means your body will walk very slow to accumulate the oxygen molecules. But if you go very quick, that means you will be forcing your body to also walk very hard to make sure that it's getting these very small oxygen molecules. Yes, so going pole pole is very important while doing the Kilimanjaro.
Okay, and in your career, have you seen a lot of people suffer?
Yes. What are you saying?
Okay, that if in your career, have you seen a lot of people suffering high altitude sickness or just a few?
Yes. No. Yes. How? Yes, I've seen people having this mountain sickness, but again, I've seen people without having mountain sickness. So what I can say is having or not having depends with your body reactions against the high elevation. But for those people who are good hikers, they are they are they are likely to be not being disturbed so much with the high mountain sickness. But again, if but again, also these ones who are not very good hikers, still, if they 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 stay or they listen or they do what it is supposed to be done while doing the Kilimanjaro, they are likely also to overcome this mountain sickness. Example of the things are very important they look to be minor things, but they are very important while doing the Kilimanjaro is, as we have said, the pole way to go, the slow way to go. That is number one. Number two is to drink as much as we can, especially when we are still in this low elevation. But again, eating as much as you can, especially when we are still on the low elevation, it is also very important. But again, having rest is very important. So if a person sticks on these smaller things, it is likely to be not be disturbed so much with the high elevation. But again, what I have remembered is to stay warm all the time while on Kilimanjaro. So all of these are the things that we should do while doing the Kilimanjaro to make sure that our success rate goes high. Yes.
Okay, thanks. And the last question, it's about if there is a professional rescue team over the mountain. So I know that you can have the helicopter, but with the insurance, or there are some people like you that could go up when someone is critically ill and take him down.
Yes, we have kinds of rescue which are being done on Kilimanjaro. One, it is considered to be the national park response rescue. But again, the helicopter, it is like a private. So the one for the national park is the one that porters, guides, and the rangers from the national park we usually do, but using the stretcher. The stretcher, it is like one wheel bike where we put a client when he's not feeling good to make sure that that client goes from the mountain. Then the helicopter one is a private one. Does not consider. Does not involve the national park directly. Okay, so it is a private rescue whereby people are either using their insurance, or they are also, you can pay cash to be rescued from the mountain. But again, this helicopter also does not go beyond 4,800 meters. Yes. So even if you want to be rescued, you should be first brought down all the way to 4,800 meters. That's when the helicopter can rescue from. Yes.
Okay, understanding. Thanks. And I don't know if there is something more that you want to share with us before we end the interview.
Sorry, come again?
No, that was the last question for me, and I just told you if there is something more that you want to share with us before ending the interview.
Yes, of course. I would love to say thank you so much for the interview, but again, I really welcome you to do the Kilimanjaro. Yes, I know you have done the Kilimanjaro and you did it very well. You did it on time. I again congratulate you. Yes, it's challenging, but still it is possible. So there are a lot of people out there who have done the Kilimanjaro, and I think it would be so much lovely to see everyone around the world to come and do the Kilimanjaro. Remember, the Kilimanjaro is the highest freestanding mountain in the world. But again, it is the highest mountain in Africa. So again, it is the only part or only area, only place in Africa where you can find the snow. So the snow, it is only found on Kilimanjaro. Yes, so I welcome you so much to do the Kilimanjaro. I will be waiting for you to do the Kilimanjaro, and when you are with me, this December. Tomorrow I'm going up for the third time. And the first summit was successfully, and then the second one was also successfully. And I'm wishing also the tomorrow one is going to be successful as well. So tomorrow I'm having 3 clients. They are from Austria, and they have never been in Africa. They have never been in Tanzania. They have never been in the highest point. Their highest point is 3,500. That is their highest point. So we are looking forward for the summit. So I will be back on 10th of January. Then yes. So I welcome you so much. I know you have a lot of friends who would love to do the Kilimanjaro, but just tell them that Kilimanjaro is easy peasy.
Thanks, Victor, and yeah, we will hope you a good climb up for tomorrow with your 3 Austrian clients. That Austria is so near of Italy, so I can understand. And no more. And now, yeah, I have to re-see this interview and then make some intervention about, and then I think that in next weeks, 1 or 2 weeks, I will publish it on YouTube, and yeah. So that's it for now, and really thank you, Victor.
Thank you so much.